Manny, Louisiana, how's everybody doing today? What a crowd, man. Unbelievable. Hard to believe it is Friday. We go a lot of places, and this is the Saturday, Sunday crowd, but not Manny, Louisiana. When we show up here, you guys show up in droves, and we cannot thank you enough. And that's why, of all the venues this entire beautiful country offers, we chose to kick off the 2024 Bassmaster Elite Series right back here in Manny, Louisiana. So much stuff to celebrate here this week. Rick Clunn fishing his 50th season at Bass. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to celebrate that all weekend long. We have 10 rookies just starting their Elite Series career here this weekend. We have a leader, Kyoya Fajita, who is his second season. Last year, 5 top 10s, and he won an Elite Series event in his rookie season, and he is now leading everything. He is leading the Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. He is leading the Gamakatsu Bassmaster Elite here in beautiful Toledo Bend. But we got to find out who's our top 50. 103 anglers competing. The top 50 move into semifinal Saturday. Top 10 fish on Championship Sunday. I'm joined on the stage by LT, Lisa Talmadge, our tournament director. I'll let you get the scales set up. But I got to ask you guys, Manny, Louisiana, everybody watching all around the world on Bassmaster.com right now, they can't see you, but they sure can hear you. Manny, Louisiana, are you ready? I think that was pretty good, but it is the first event of the 2024 Bassmaster Elite Series. It has been 180 days since the Elite Series left your life, and we are back and stronger than ever. Are you ready? Let's get ready to welcome our very first angler, a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion from Newport, New York, Jamie the Hammer Hartman. Had 18 pounds, 13 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Needs 12.7 to take the lead. 14.10, so he's a new leader with 33 pounds and 7 ounces. Going to be close to our cut. It was right around 16 pounds yesterday was our cut. We'll find out who our top 50 are at the end of this weigh-in. Jamie, obviously nobody's going to argue that Toledo Bend, an incredible world-class fishery. You've done great here in the past, but man, what about this crowd for a Friday afternoon?
For Friday, we're kicking it off good, man. I know Saturday and Sunday, you're going to have a heck of a time trying to find a parking spot out there, that's for sure. I hope I get to step on this stage tomorrow and check out that crowd, because I remember back in 2017 when I rounded that corner when I was leading this event, and I seen there was no room left. I mean, bodies just everywhere, and it was insane. It hit me, man, you know, so I just want to fish tomorrow. It was a heck of a tough day today. A lot of missed fish, a lot of lost fish, and just the straight up fishing part of it was non-existent. So I went scoping, and it was a tough bite regardless. So I hope that's enough. It's going to be really, really close, but man, they're crossed, bro.
I'll try to fire through this weigh-in quickly and get you an answer at the end of this weigh-in. Top 50 move on to semifinal Saturday. He's a Bassmaster Open winner, a 4-time Canadian Open champion from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. Corey Johnston had 19.11 to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today, looking for 13.13 to take the lead. 18 pounds, 2 ounces with 37 pounds, 13 ounces. Corey Johnston takes over the lead at the Gamakatsu Bassmaster Elite on Toledo Bend. Went to work in the power pole wrapped Ranger Mercury today, comes back with 18.2, 37 pounds, 13 ounces. You don't got to sweat it out. You know you're going to work again tomorrow.
Yeah, today was a frustrating day. You know, it's a humbling sport. A few missed opportunities, but I'm excited to get back out there. I do got to say hi to my kids. They were watching yesterday, and they were not impressed. I didn't say hi to them on the stage. So hi, Jack and Luke, and I'm looking forward to getting out there tomorrow.
All right, hi, Jack and Luke, and we look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. Let's bring out a 2-time FLW Tour winner, a 5-time Classic qualifier, Team Toyota's Matt Airy. Had 18 pounds, 2 ounces to start the day. He's got 5 fish here today. looking for 19-12 to get in the lead, but the goal is just to stay in the top 50. 22 pounds, 12 ounces. He's leading the tournament with 40 pounds, 14 ounces. And Matt Airy's going to be part of our top 50 on semifinal Saturday here in beautiful Manny, Louisiana. Digging deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag. Let's hear it. $40 pounds and 14 ounces. Going to weigh one of those for Phoenix Boats' Big Bass of the day. For the tournament, it needs to be 9.8, but it's definitely going to take it over for the day. 6 pounds, 8 ounces. So you're leading the tournament. You're leading Phoenix Boats' Big Bass. And the best news is you know you're going fishing tomorrow and you don't got to pace back there wondering.
Yeah, and rumor has it that the wind's actually not going to blow tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to being able to run around a little bit more. Been doing most of my damage in one primary area. This afternoon I got out and ran around a little bit, actually caught one of those 2 big ones in a new area, so kind of excited to go tomorrow. Real quick, shout out, I've collaborated with Pulse Fish Lures this year. We're designing a new rod series. It's going to be out later this spring. It's not going to break the bank. It's going to have the best warranty in the industry. I can promise you that, so keep a lookout for Pulse Fish rods.
All right, great to know. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. His second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series from Tennessee, a Bassmaster Classic qualifier. Get loud for Cole Sands. 12 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. 15 pounds, 4 ounces with 27 pounds at 9 ounces. He moves into 6th place currently, but a little shy of the projected cut weight. We'll have to see how it all shakes out at the end of this weigh-in. Have to see how it all shakes out, but a little below the projected cut going into today.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough, but I went to the area I should have went to yesterday, and I caught that 5 and a 4 in the first 30 minutes, and I thought I was about to catch a really big bag, and they just got really tough to catch. But, man, I want to thank all my sponsors, thank the good Lord. Excited to be back fishing tournaments again. Can't wait to get to Lake Fork next week. That's always been on my bucket list, and just want to say hi to my family.
Always great to have you here. We look forward to seeing you down the road at Lake Fork. I need you to get really, really loud. Celebrating his 50th season fishing bass, 32-time Classic qualifier, 16-time Bassmaster winner, 4-time Classic champion from Ava, Missouri, the legendary Mr. Rick Clunn. 9 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 12 pounds even gives him 21 pounds, 7 ounces. And Rick, I got to ask you about this week. I mean, we've talked about it a lot in the off season, but 5 decades of tournament competition. Did this week feel a little different for you?
Well, of course it did. You know, this is a new era of fishing, the way they're fishing, and I'm still fishing the old way, and I like it, and I'm trying the other. I'm going to learn the other, but I've got to learn it on calm days, and it hadn't been calm. But no, in 1969, I fished my first bass tournament in a marina called Coons Den straight across the lake. Some of you that lived here now know that back then, 69, I won my first bass club tournament in 71 in 6 Mile Creek. And y'all know that a squirrel could leave this bank and go all the way to Texas and never touch the water back then. I mean, pretty much the whole lake was timber. If you haven't seen this lake then, you can't, some of you live here, you know, you can't imagine how much timber is under the water out there. But it does bring back a lot of memories and some great memories too.
We love having you part of the Elite Series, and we look forward to seeing you all season long. He's an Elite Series rookie from Alabama. Give me a little love for Wesley Gore. Had 22 pounds and 8 ounces yesterday. All of our 9 EQ Open anglers were inside the top 39 yesterday. Let's keep that going. 14 pounds, 7 ounces with 36 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 3rd place currently. But the good news is he's got enough to go fishing tomorrow inside our projected cut weight. And that's how you want to start your Elite Series career. Wesley, a little tougher day today, but it looks like you've got enough to get going tomorrow, and that's always the goal.
Well, I hope so, but it was a trying day. I actually caught my 5th keeper at 248, and it was just a 14.5 incher, but maybe we get out there tomorrow and see some more. I just didn't see them today. I caught 43 to 5 pounders yesterday, and I just couldn't find them today, so hopefully I can relocate them tomorrow and if I make it. So thank y'all.
Welcome to the Elite Series. It's great to have you here. He is the 2023 Bassmaster Opens EQ Angler of the Year and Elite Series rookie. Get loud for JT Tompkins. 19 pounds, 15 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. An incredible rookie class, and they are showing out. 16 pounds, 6 ounces with 36 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into third place currently. A former Bassmaster Classic qualifier and Bassmaster Open winner. This young man has a very bright future in our sport. And JT, I notice you have a different weigh-in song. You're not tiptoeing through the tulips like you were yesterday. But I like it, but the bad news is when you were tiptoeing through the tulips, you caught them a little better yesterday. Do we need to go back to the old song?
I don't know. I mean, as long as I'm making the cut, I don't know. You can keep it on shuffle, so, I mean, I'm just glad to be in the cut. Both days I didn't have squat until about 12 o'clock, and I pulled the plug and went and did something completely different and caught what I caught. So really blessed to have what I have this week and just super excited to hopefully get out there tomorrow.
We're blessed to have you as part of the Elite Series. Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow morning. A 2-time Classic qualifier. He's an Elite Series champion from Temple, Texas, Frank the Tank Talley. 10 pounds, 6 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. $13 pounds, 8 ounces gives him 23 pounds and 14 ounces. Frank Talley moves into 12th place currently. Digging deep into that Crush City weigh-in bag. Let's hear it for Frank the Tank Talley. 23 pounds, 14 ounces. Frank, unfortunately, outside of the projected cut this week, but there is an incredible party fixing to happen here over the next 2 days, and you've qualified to be part of that.
That's right. No, I want to say thank you to Bassmaster for starting out the season in Texas, 2 tournaments in a row. Yeah, I didn't get to show out this time, but you know what? I'm excited to be here and fishing against the best in the world. You know, and the other one is Texas Boat World, my title sponsor. They've been with me since day one. If you need a boat, you look them up. They sell about every major brand. Camus, Skeeter, Bass Cat, Vexus, Avid, you name it. It's not a sales pitch, but they're here in Texas. They follow us around all these tournaments, and they even help guys that they don't sponsor. That's what's incredible about them. So I want to say thank you, Texas Boat World.
Thank you. Love having you here. Kicked off the season with an Elite Series win last year from Raceland, Louisiana, Tyler Rivett. 15 pounds and 5 ounces. 5 fish to add to that, 16-11, gives him 32 pounds even. He moves into 6th place currently. And it sounds like the Lake Bob guys have been drinking again. 32 pounds even, and it's going to be close. If you make it, good. If not, there's people who want to hang out with you here.
We getting casse tonight. That means drunk, but
it sounds a lot classier, really.
Yeah, it does, it does. But no, this place is special to me. I really want to go fishing tomorrow. I found them right at the end of the day, and I really hope I could go, but I think it's going to be about 34 pounds. But I'm glad everybody's here. You know, I grew up with everybody over here. Toledo Bend special to me just because I learned how to fish here, really. And I come up here every weekend during college, and I'd fish. And I kind of hit all them same spots, and they're not the same anymore. But, no, this is a fun place. I'm glad they caught them. I went just fishing today, and I had fun. That was the main thing the whole tournament. So I'm going to just keep going. I know I'd like to kick off another win. It's a lot easier when you're above it than below it. So we'll see. But, no, thank all of my friends, family, everybody coming. We going to fish Lake Buff tomorrow.
Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Took a win last year from Mississippi. Get loud for Brock Mosley. An Elite Series title he earned in Orange, Texas last year. 13 pounds, 11 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 13 pounds, 15 ounces with 27 pounds, 10 ounces, he moves into 9th place, and you qualified to get cassé tonight. I think that's what he said. So it's really classy way. Next time my wife asks if I'm drunk, I'm like, no, I'm cassé.
I don't even want to explain what that guy says. I room with him. He makes up stuff all the time. I said, man, what do you do? Get the dictionary and just reword everything in there? No, but, you know, it's been a fun week catching fish. You know, during practice, the whole common sense of fishing, you know, we're on a warming trend, leading into a full moon. You know, the last afternoon of practice seemed like things were starting to cut on. I committed shallow for all day yesterday, thinking, you know, I could catch enough to survive. Never caught a big one. Today, I scoped all morning, caught the same size fish, so I decided to go back shallow, and, you know, it just didn't work out. But that's about what I usually catch here. I love this place. I just, you know, hadn't had the most success here. But, you know, maybe we'll come back next year and we can figure it out.
Always great to have you here. We look forward to seeing you at Lake Fork. He's an Elite Series champion from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Get loud for the sleepy assassin, Austin Felix. 22 pounds and 6 ounces yesterday. Little tougher day today. 5 fish. Let's get him inside that top 50. 13 pounds and 5 ounces gives him 35 pounds and 11 ounces, and should be good to keep you in the projected cut. Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Thank God for that big yesterday. I mean, I don't know what happened, but they just shut down really hard. I threw back maybe an 18-pound limit yesterday. Today, I think I threw back an 8-pound limit. So I guess go back to the drawing board, see what the weather does tomorrow. We'll run a few things. If not, nothing to lose. We'll just go try some new stuff.
You're going to get a shot. We look forward to seeing how it works out for you. A 6-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a Bassmaster Open winner from Holt, Michigan, Chad Pipkins. Had 21 pounds and 2 ounces yesterday. A much tougher day today. 2 fish for Chad Pipkins. 4 pounds, 13 ounces gives you 25.15, and unfortunately going to be outside of the cut this time around, Chad.
Yeah, unfortunately for me and the people that were following, Bass Track was not broke today. It was working and worked well, and it just wasn't my day today. This lake is phenomenal, but it just changes a lot. Had a lot of fun up shallow yesterday and caught that good bag, and was hoping some fish moved up today, and they did not. So excited to have a couple beers today and then head over to Fork tomorrow. But appreciate you guys coming out. This is what we all fish for. It doesn't happen everywhere, and we appreciate you guys.
Love having you here. He's a 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Alabama. Get loud for Justin Hamner. 20 pounds and 5 ounces. Looks like another good today. Another good day today. Needs 20 pounds and 10 ounces to take the lead. He's got 5 fish all alive. 21 pounds, 8 ounces with 41 pounds and 13 ounces. Justin Hamner is now leading the Gamakatsu Bassmaster Elite on Toledo Bend here in beautiful Manny, Louisiana. 41-13, leading this tournament. Going to weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 6'8" for the day. 6 pounds, 7 ounces, so a little short there, but the good news is you're definitely fishing tomorrow and you get another shot at this incredible body of water.
Heck yeah, I had so much fun today. For everybody who's sick of seeing all these spinning rods out here, I cracked them on a jig today just for y'all. Yeah, it was good. I can't wait to get back out there and do it again tomorrow.
What do you got against spinning rods?
It's boring.
Because you reel on the bottom of the rod, it makes it more boring than the top of the rod?
Yeah, we don't know how to do that in Alabama.
Okay.
we like to set the hook.
Well, you're going to get a shot to do it again tomorrow. Keep it rolling. Hot off a win just 2 weeks ago in the Bassmaster Opens from Clewiston, Florida. Get loud for Scott Martin. Scott Martin had 17 pounds, 13 ounces yesterday. Fishing free this season because he was the first one to qualify for the 2025 Bassmaster Classic. 8:14 here today with 26 pounds, 11 ounces. A tougher day today, Scott. What changed?
Thank goodness for that open, right? For me, obviously the weather's changed. It's getting warm. These fish are in a major move right now. I'd kind of put a little too much effort in the offshore stuff. Thought I could make it happen. Just kept getting enough bites to kind of keep me out there. The whole day I just stayed patient, and that was one of the beautiful things about qualifying for the Bassmasters Class. I didn't have that pressure today. So I just said, you know what? Take it one fish at a time. I only need 2 more bites. 2 more bites will put me in the cut, 3-pounders or so. It just never happened. So you know what? It is what it is. Looking forward to Fork, and we've got another open right after that. So 3 big fish events in a row. It's awesome.
Great to have you back here. We look forward to seeing you next week. I know you're going to get loud. He is a 2-time Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Gunnersville, Alabama, the incomparable G-Man, Gerald Swindle. 11 pounds, 15 ounces yesterday. Looks like a better day today. 5 fish, 17 pounds, 12 ounces. Gives him 29 pounds and 11 ounces. And Gerald Swindle moves into 10th place currently. Let me hear it for Team Toyota's Gerald Swindle. Gee, a little bit better day today. This one has been confusing for a lot of the field. I mean, this time of year, you just think this lake's going to do one thing, but what did you do to change it today?
Confused is an understatement. I felt like an infant at an adult nightclub, if you know what I mean. I didn't know which way to throw out there. You just burn the radiation up on them. I just turned my garment up to start microwaving them. I said, I just want mine to float up. I chased one out of housing. We went by 6 Mile Creek down there. He was about to give up when he come up. I said, I got you. I just chased him down. If I'm only going to see one, I'll just follow him across the creek. That's not my style of fishing. I just had to get out there and do it today. I know that's what you have to do. You have to embrace with technology and what we got to do. But good God, if I don't feel lost as last year's Easter eggs, just fumbling around in the timber. I had an uncle that worked like that all the time, just walking around on somebody else's job. Got married, it lasted about 8 minutes. That's how I feel out there in them trees. That guy said, how long are we going to be here? I said, probably not as long as my Uncle Daryl's second marriage, I can tell you that. If I don't see a whole lot of polka dots on the screen, we gone. And I mean, it's a learning curve. You just got to get out there and do it. You kind of got to decondition your mind, Dave, and look down a bunch and stare at that graph. And, you know, the medicine held out for a while, and then I went shallow. I don't even know why, because I knew I couldn't do nothing, but it just felt good to see the bank and throw and stayed there about 15 minutes. He said, what's your plan? I said, back out there to act dumb. Here we go. Right back out in the timber. So, you know, Toledo's been good to me at times. I'm the only guy probably alive that's over $100,000 backwards on this lake because of 2 dead fish, and I'm just hoping this time I never have another one die, because Dean Rojas beat me on the dead fish penalty and lost $80,000. Tied the next year with Ish Monroe. Lost the tiebreaker for a dead fish. I asked Tripp, I said, can I have that one? He said, why? I said, we're going to eat that one. It'll be the most expensive wife meal. I cooked that for Lulu. I say, you got a $100,000 meal right there. Eat it up.
Gerald Swindle, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for him. From Blue Ash, Ohio, get loud for Alex Redwine. Alex Redwine had 13 pounds, 10 ounces yesterday, 5 fish today, and has the unenviable job of following Gerald Swindle on stage. 13-12 gives him 27 pounds, 6 ounces. You move into 14th place and a little below our projected cut, but man, it's great to have you back here in the Elite Series.
Yeah, this lake's kind of cool. This is my first time ever here, and kind of what I thought I had a little bit something going in practice, and I pretty much had to scrap everything and just kind of start fresh. So was able to salvage out a few pounds, but I mean, I gotta turn this around. We got next week ahead of us. Looking forward to it. Just want to say hi to everyone back home watching. Thanks for the support, and I'll see you next week.
Always great to have you here. We'll see you at Lake Fork. He is the youngest angler ever to qualify for the Bassmaster Elite Series from Illinois. Get loud for Trey McKinney. At 18 years old, I had a paper route. He is a Bassmaster Elite Series pro. Had 2014 yesterday. Today, 20 pounds, 2 ounces. He moves into second place with 41 pounds even. Just 14 ounces short of the overall lead. Well, Trey, that means you made your first cut on the Bassmaster Elite Series and officially made more money than my entire career as a paper delivery guy. So this Elite Series stuff's pretty easy, huh?
I wouldn't call it that. You know, we ran off the cuff this morning. You know, we're burning it down. We caught quite a few. Like yesterday, I didn't catch hardly any fish. You know, I was having fun out there. And all of a sudden, I was like 10 pounds, 11 pounds. I was like, I got to get a big bite, you know. So we just kind of ran off the cuff. We got 2 more bites after that, and they were the right ones. So hopefully we can go out tomorrow. I don't know if the looking good running stuff is going to run out, but hey, we're going to give it a shot.
Awesome to have you here in the Elite Series. Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. A two-time Elite Series champion, a former Bass Nation national champion from Connecticut, Paul Mueller. Mueller had 15-10 yesterday, 5 to add to that here today. 12 pounds, 11 ounces, gives him 28 pounds, 5 ounces. You move into 13th place currently. And what is happening to this sport? We have 18-year-olds. How do I feel so immature when I'm beside him and I'm more than double his age?
Well, you know, there's fish in this lake bigger than the bag that I caught today, so I was hoping to catch one. You know, I'm really excited when this is on the schedule. We haven't been here in a while, and this is definitely one of my favorite places to fish. It's good to see that this lake is in the condition it's in. There's a lot of big, fat fish in here. It's just fishing weird, man. I mean, I had fish located, you know, in practice, went there, they were gone. Relocated them yesterday, went there, they were gone today. Ran up and down the lake and just salvaged a limit of fish. That's, you know, and the thing is, you got to look at Classic Point. So, yada, yada, yada. Wasn't a good week, but I hope we come back. I really like this lake. I just didn't figure it out. Obviously, they're catching some big fish. I was hoping they were going to be on the bottom, but they were suspended, and I like to do that. I figured everybody was going to do it. I tried to find something different, and that's what happens when you do that. You can't win when you're doing the same as everybody's doing, but unless you're Fajita, and then he just kicks everybody's butt. So I hope we come back. You know, it's a great place, great crowd. I mean, look at the crowd for day 2, right? Day 4 is going to be awesome.
It'll be a lot of fun. Season just starting. Looking forward to seeing you at Lake Fork. He's a former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year, a 3-time Classic qualifier from North Carolina, Jake Whitaker. Had 15 pounds even yesterday. Looks like a good day here today. 18 pounds, 6 ounces with 33 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into 9th place currently. We're going to have to see how the top 50 shakes out for semifinal Saturday at the Gamakatsu Bassmaster Elite on Toledo Bend here in beautiful Manny, Louisiana. And you did your job today, rallied, got a few extra pounds. Is it going to be enough?
I don't know, man. I caught 2 good ones early this morning, and then it kind of went dead on me. And then from like 11 to 1, I was able to catch a few fish. But it kind of in the back of my head, I'm thinking I need one more big one. But I'm excited to have that. It's been it wasn't a great practice, so you know, to be able to have that and have a shot to make tomorrow is big deal. So it's been a fun week. This place is full of big fish. Wanted to say hello to my wife and my little girl watching back home.
Always great to have you here. We look forward to seeing the next one. He's your Phoenix Boats big bass leader, a 2-time Bassmaster winner from South Carolina. Get loud for Brian New. Had 22 pounds and an ounce yesterday. Included our Phoenix Boats big bass, which was 9 pounds, 8 ounces. 5 fish here today. 18 pounds, 6 ounces with 40 pounds and 7 ounces. Brian New kicks off his Elite Series 2024 season with his first Elite Series cut of the year. $40 pounds and 7 ounces. So you're going fishing tomorrow, and that's the way you want to start the year.
Absolutely. You know, the way last year started off, I had 4 bombs. I'm talking major bombs in a row, and wound up barely missing the Classic, and I sure don't want to do that again. That's something you never want to do, and I did it. So we definitely got the year off to a good start. Had a decent event at the first Open, decent event the first Elite. We're going to go out there and swing hard tomorrow, and then I guess we're going to go to wherever we're going, Fork. Yeah. And but I want to thank Gamakatsu for putting on, you know, being the sponsor of this tournament. Every fish I've caught so far this week's been on a Gamakatsu hook and a greenfish jig head, and I'm going to go throw it a lot more tomorrow.
Go get them. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. The 2022 Bassmaster Classic champion, an 8-time Bassmaster winner from Dry Creek, Oklahoma, Jason Christie. 15 pounds and 4 ounces yesterday, 5 fish here today. Let's get him inside the cut. 13 pounds, 6 ounces. Put you in 15th place with 28.10, and unfortunately outside of the projected cut, but a lot of events ahead, and I know a motivated Jason Christie's a scary dude to deal with.
It seems like that's kind of usually how I start the year. I really was excited about this event. I told the guys backstage it took me 5 days to figure out they're not spawning. I mean, I went to some of these canals and threw a spinnerbait so much I was just trying to warm the water up to bring them in. And you know, it was that way in practice. I'd go deep, and I'd look up there and see all those bushes and cypress trees, and just, you know, my DNA just drew me back up there. And I mean, I went all the way up in the river this morning just trying to find warmer water, and I just missed the boat. You know, it's just hard to believe you come down here with the weather that we have, and you can't get on the bank and catch a big one. That just it shocks me.
Tough break this time, but I look forward to seeing you at Lake Fork. Always a threat everywhere we go. He's an Elite Series champion from Colgate, Oklahoma, Luke Palmer. 25 pounds and an ounce yesterday, a big day yesterday. 5 fish here today. He needs 16 pounds, 13 ounces to take the lead here today. 20 pounds, 2 ounces with 45 pounds and 3 ounces. Luke Palmer is leading the Gamakatsu Bassmaster Elite at Toledo Bend. 45 pounds, 3 ounces, and you are leading this whole deal. And the best thing is everybody predicted it's just going to get better into the weekend, and you're going to be part of it.
You know, that's one thing. Texas has always kind of been that place. It's been real finicky for me. They're really good or really bad. And, you know, to start off the year, I haven't made a cut in the first tournament in a couple years now, so it feels good to make a cut, get that paycheck, and hopefully don't have to eat Lunchables this weekend. Maybe we can go get a steak or probably chicken. That steak's probably too expensive for us, but well, we might have some crawfish in the house too. That'd be all right. You know, I'm hoping tomorrow I can trade these hook pants in for some hook shorts. Let's go catch some big ones tomorrow.
Go make it happen. We'll see you back here tomorrow. He's an Elite Series rookie, a former Classic qualifier, and a former college bass champion from Tennessee. Get loud for John Garrett. 17 pounds, 14 ounces to start the season yesterday. 5 to add to that here today. 13 pounds, 2 ounces gives him 31 pounds even. He moves into 14th place currently. We'll have to see how it all shakes out, but might be on the wrong side of the cut this time around, John.
Yeah, I'll probably be a little short. But yeah, I had a good time this week. Glad to be on this stage. And yeah, today was really tough on me. I had caught quite a few fish, just no good ones at all. And looking forward to get to Fork. Never been there.
It's going to be a lot of fun having you here all season long. The only Australian ever to win a Bassmaster Elite Series event from Toowoomba, Australia. Fear my heart, Carl Jacobson. 17 pounds, 4 ounces yesterday. Backing it up here today with 5 fish, and looks like 5 good ones. 19 pounds, 6 ounces with 36 pounds, 10 ounces. He moves into 8th place currently, and Carl Jacobson should be fishing with us on semifinal Saturday. Digging deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag. Manny, Louisiana, let me hear you. An absolute fin freak of nature right there. And that is a difference maker on any body of water. Let's get a weight on that. Needs to be better than 6 pounds, 8 ounces to take over Phoenix Boats Big Bass of the day. 6 pounds, 15 ounces, a new Phoenix Boats Big Bass. And looks like you're going to work tomorrow. Great start to the season.
Nah, thanks, mate. It's awesome. That was the bite that, you know, you pray you get in those first 2 days. It's a difference maker. And I watched it come out of a tree and just missed my bait. She was heading back. I made the perfect cast, got in front of her, and she went vertical and ate it and just fought me around the trees on spin tackle. It was super cool. It's a Toledo Bend bass that I'll never forget because I made my first cut here, and I'm just excited to get back out there. So appreciate everyone. I love these crowds. I've always wanted to compete and be fishing on Saturday because I know you guys show out. So thanks for everything, and excited to get back out there tomorrow.
Go get rigged. We'll see you in the morning. He's a 4-time Bassmaster winner from Longview, Texas, Lee Livesey. Had 16 pounds and 9 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. 16.9 yesterday. Let's see if we can get him inside that semifinal Saturday cut. 17 pounds, 3 ounces with 33 pounds, 12 ounces. Lee Livesey moves into 11th place currently. Get loud, ladies and gentlemen. Lee, a lot of anglers bring their children up here, but extra style points for how you chose to do it.
Yeah, that was a 6-pound bass, and Lane was 6 pounds when she was born, so it's pretty cool to have her up here. This is we actually did have her on stage when she was newly born. I want to open on Ross Barnett, but this is the first one that she's going to have some kind of remembrance of. Man, look at this crowd, Toledo Bend. Man, I love this place. Thanks for showing out. Yep. See a couple bush lights out there. Thank y'all so much for showing up, and this lake's amazing. I hope that's enough to go tomorrow. But like I said yesterday, I think she wants you.
Do you want to say something? Yeah. I think she wants away from me, really.
No, like I said yesterday, big shout out to Gamakatsu for titling this event with Bass and Express. Man, I ran that X21 up and down the lake Yamaha show. Man, it's an amazing boat. I'll be out in the parking lot if anybody wants to check out that Express after this, after today or tomorrow, hopefully. And we'll show it around. But I'm going to get her off the stage and go put on some Whiskey Myers, jam a little Whiskey Myers with some bush lights, and hang out with my beautiful wife and stepdaughter over here, and anybody else that showed up. I'll see you in a minute.
Bad day to be a bush light. Next up, a 2-time Classic qualifier from Bowmanville, Ontario, Canada, Cooper Gallant. 17 pounds, 4 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Coop going to be fishing on semifinal Saturday. 19 pounds and an ounce with 36 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 10th place currently. Keep your eyes on this angler, one of the brightest young stars we have in our sport. 36 pounds, 5 ounces. Coop looks like he kicked off the season with a cut, and that's exactly what you want to do.
For sure. The goal coming into this year is just to cash a check in every single tournament. And, man, I've been shocked yesterday, been shocked today. I thought I had like 17, 16 pounds, so I'm fired up about that. Super excited to get back out tomorrow. I want to say hi to everyone back home, all my friends and family. Big thanks to my dad. He's been filming this whole journey for my YouTube channel called The Chase. And, man, looking forward to getting out tomorrow. Hopefully we can do a little bit better. And thank you, everyone, for coming out. This is an unreal crowd.
Always awesome to have you here. He's Elite Series, a rookie. Need you to get real, real loud. From Cooperstown, New York, let me hear it for Kyle Patrick. 21 pounds, 9 ounces yesterday. If you're impressed with this crowd, wait till you see him tomorrow, because you're going to be part of it tomorrow. 5 fish here today, 17 pounds, 4 ounces, and Kyle Patrick unofficially makes his very first cut on the Bassmaster Elite Series in 6th place with 38 pounds and 13 ounces. That's the way you want to start your Elite Series career, and if you like this crowd, wait till tomorrow. It's going to be crazy.
I'm pumped up. Couldn't ask for anything more to make my first cut. That was the goal. Obviously, we have bigger goals, but I like to, ladder my goals. So making the cut's a big thing. This really is a great crowd, guys. Don't let them sell it short.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. Am I wrong? Is tomorrow not going to be crazy here, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not selling. I'm just saying they're just warming up. You have no idea the sea of humanity that's going to come down here to see grown men in weird jerseys hold up bass. It is amazing that you guys show up the way you do.
Yeah. No, I want to say a few thanks. Really, I know I'm going to, be here tomorrow, but thank you to the Murray family. If you guys are out here, for letting me crash at your amazing place. Awesome. And Yamaha outboards, I got to tell you, since I've had that engine, I have not had one issue with my outboard, and it means a lot when you're in big water on a big lake. And all day on my trolling motor, Powerhouse lithium batteries. They are epic. Thank you.
Awesome having you here. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. His second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series from Wisconsin. Let me hear it for Kyle Norsetter. 21 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday. 5 to add to that here today. Is it enough to get him into semifinal Saturday? 14 pounds, 12 ounces gives him 36 pounds and 4 ounces. And unofficially, he should be fishing on semifinal Saturday, currently sitting in 12th place. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. 36 pounds, 4 ounces, going to be enough?
I'm hoping so, Dave. Let's start the year off on a good foot. Had to make some transitions today and got to go do what I like to do, throw a chatterbait in grass, and upgraded a 2-pounder. Kind of sounds ridiculous. Stuck it out for another 5 minutes, caught a 5. So here we are. Hopefully it's enough to stay till tomorrow, and we'll just go from there, see what happens.
Looking forward to seeing you back here tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Speaking of being back here, returning to the Bassmaster Elite Series, 2-time Classic champion from Coleman, Alabama, Jordan Lee. 22 pounds and 12 ounces. 5 fish to add to that here today. Looking for 22.8 to take the lead. 5 fish all alive. Flippity flop. What has he got? 23 pounds, 14 ounces. With 46 pounds and 10 ounces, Jordan Lee is leading the Gamakatsu Bassmaster Elite on Toledo Bend in beautiful Manny, Louisiana. Let me hear ya. 46 pounds and 10 ounces. Going to weigh that one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass needs to be better than 615 for the day. 6 pounds, 7 ounces. Not going to take over Phoenix Boats Big Bass, but we started talking to you about you on live. You've been kind of like quietly laying in the weeds there in the top 10. Well, not being quiet anymore. And welcome back to the Elite Series, and welcome back to semifinal Saturday.
Man, it's been awesome. The last 2 afternoons is when I've caught them, but man, yesterday at noon I was probably in last place. I had 7 or 8 pounds, and I said, man, put your trolling motor in the water and just go find them, just go fish. I've been nervous all week because this is my first tournament back, and I know everybody's watching. And I just put my head down and figured them out every day, fishing new spots, new areas. But great crowd, and it feels great to be back and catching some bass.
You might have been nervous all week, but they better get nervous because when this guy's in the top 10, look out. He's a 4-time Bassmaster winner, an 8-time Classic qualifier from North Prince George, Virginia, Jacob Porosnik. 16-1 yesterday.
Little fish.
Little fish here today. 5 fish, got to show it's healthy fishery. They come in all sizes. 10 pounds, 2 ounces. Gives you 26 pounds, 3 ounces. Unfortunately, outside of the projected cut, but there is going to be an absolute party here the next 2 days, and you just qualified to be part of it.
I like to drink beer. It's always been a good time coming here to Toledo, but it's right now. It's you're either feast or famine. You know what I'm saying? It's not. There's no kind of in between deal right now. Either you got to do this or you got to do that. And I tried both, and it just didn't work out. But good things are coming. We got a full moon, some warm weather, getting ready to head to Lake Fork, and hopefully I get to use these forward-facing sonars next week.
We look forward to seeing you there. He's a former Bassmaster College champion, a Classic qualifier from Tennessee, Jacob Fouts. Had 18 pounds even yesterday. It's all about staying alive, and let's get him inside that cut. 5 fish here. 16 pounds, 4 ounces with 34 pounds and 4 ounces. He moves into 15th place currently. We'll have to see how the cut shakes out, but he should have done enough to get in there. 34 pounds, 4 ounces. Is it enough, Jacob?
Oh, man, I sure hope so. These boys are good, though, so we'll see. It's been a fun couple days for sure. A little frustrating. Just haven't ran into any big ones. I felt like I could catch, all throughout practice. I thought I could catch 15 to 18, and that's been the case in the tournament too. So I don't know what the deal is to catch big ones. These boys have figured it out. I haven't quite figured it out. I've caught one big one the whole week, and it was yesterday, a 5-pounder. So hopefully we get to go again tomorrow, and we'll go see if we can't find us some 5 big ones.
Try fire through this way and quickly to get you an answer. We'll find out here shortly. From Oklahoma, his 2nd season on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Let's hear it for John Sokup. Had 14-7 yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Looks like a better day today. Let's get him inside the cut. 14-7 yesterday. 5 here today. 23 pounds, 12 ounces with 38 pounds, 3 ounces. John Sokup has unofficially made the first cut here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. 38 pounds and 3 ounces. And it looks like John's going to be fishing with us on semifinal Saturday. Weigh that fish for Phoenix Boats Big Bass needs to be better than 615. 7 pounds, 2 ounces. A brand new Phoenix Boats Big Bass for the day. And it looks like you made the cut, dude.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry for not having very many words right now. I'm so thankful, man. I feel so blessed. I've been working hard. I got a lot of sponsors to thank. I'll get to you guys whenever I can. I'll take care of you guys on social media. I love my wife, love my kids for supporting me. We've had a whole tough year last year. Didn't make one cut and life was just tough. And listen, I got it on me. I'm the underdog. Self-proclaimed underdog of the Elites, 100th place finish last year. I got a better mentality this year, and this is what I want to see. I needed this bad, and I'm thankful, man.
1 for 1 this season. He's a 2-time Classic qualifier, a Bassmaster Open winner from Japan, Kenta Kimura. Had 14 pounds and 4 ounces. Yesterday, 5 fish here today. A better day for Kenta. 19 pounds, 14 ounces with 34 pounds and 2 ounces. He moves into 17th place currently. $34 pounds and 2 ounces sitting in 17th place. So a better day today should be enough to get going tomorrow, Kenta.
I really hope so. My goal for today was 20, and that's what I said yesterday. I wouldn't complain about it, but and you never know. I get a heartbreak so many times, and just finger crossed.
Hope you get a chance to get out there. We'll find out at the end of our weigh-in. Louisiana, let's hear it for one of your very own. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Louisiana, Derek Hudnall. 12 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. He's had a better day today as well. 12.5 yesterday. Today, 5 fish, 20 pounds, 6 ounces with 32 pounds and 11 ounces. He moves into 21st place currently. A great day 2 rally here in Toledo Bend. Got to thank Manny, Louisiana, our great host community here this year. We're sure happy to kick off the 2024 Bassmaster Elite Series right here in Manny, Louisiana, and with 32 pounds, 11 ounces. A much better day for Derek Hudnall. Going to weigh this for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 7.2. 7 pounds even. Not going to take that, but, man, did a great job to rally here today.
Man, I tell you, it just didn't happen yesterday, but most of you guys, Louisiana, you guys are from here. Can I get an applause for guys who would rather catch them on the bank in late February, early March than staring at a computer screen? Because this is what I circled on my calendar back when it came out. Because being from South Louisiana, this is the time of the year that you get up and you crave to get out on the water. The anticipation. I'm just a shallow water guy. I did what I loved. It just didn't happen yesterday. This fish just started to pull up today, and I had about an hour and a half flurry where it was a fun day. But Louisiana, it's great to be here. This is my home too. I got all my family sitting right here in the front row. Love you guys. And Toledo Bend, we love you, and I hope we keep coming back. Thank y'all.
Sure, we'll be back. See you on Lake Fork. Had a big day yesterday. He's a former Bassmaster Open winner and Classic qualifier from Florida, Kobe Krieger. Had 23 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Let's get him into semifinal Saturday, the first stop of 2024. 10 pounds, 9 ounces, so a much tougher day today. But with 34 pounds even, is it going to be enough?
Well, back in Florida at the marina, they call me Bubble Boy. I'm always on the bubble, either 2 ounces in or 2 ounces out. So I'm going to go sit in my truck and we'll wait it out and see. But, I told you yesterday was sort of a fluke. I mean, I caught a couple of good ones first thing in the morning. I caught that great big one later in the day and just sort of, I thought, I caught all these sight fishing today. So, off the bed. So I found one great big one at the end of the day. I fished 4. I figured if I caught her, I'd make the cut for sure. But the thing of it is, man, they're changing. Luke Palmer's behind me 200 yards out in the trough. So I'm thinking, hey, the ones that he lets swim by, which isn't very many, he might have caught them all before they got to me, so I had to leave. But you know, 34 pounds, we'll see what happens. You guys are great. This is a great venue to have a tournament. The people in town, everywhere we go, are very appreciative, and we appreciate you showing up and clapping when we bring in one of these green fish. Thank you.
A 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a Bassmaster Open winner from Kentucky, a man more slick than an ugly stick, Matt Robertson. Matt Robertson, 14 pounds and an ounce yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 17 pounds even gives him 31 pounds and an ounce, and he moves into 25th place currently. $31-1, and were you able to find a coffee this morning?
Yeah, Louisiana came up with a coffee out there, so yeah, it's all good this morning. The Mexican didn't settle too well there, so we had to deal with that today. But no, man, kind of a rough tournament here. But man, Swindle gave me some of that PMA gear. And I got to tell you something. I don't know if you realize this. This is going to be my best finish ever in the first 2 elite events. So we're going to chalk that up as a positive.
That's a positive. And since you told me what you did on the water, I'm not going to shake your hand. I'll see you at the next tournament. He's a former Bass Nation national champion from Hawaii. Say aloha to Matty Wong. 19 pounds, 10 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Let's get him inside the cut. 13 pounds, 10 ounces gives him 33 pounds and 4 ounces. You move into 22nd place, and you're going to have to pace for a little while here. What does that mean?
That's the bubble dance. I don't like being on the bubble.
Why is the bubble dance remarkably similar to the I gotta poop my pants dance?
Maybe I gotta do that too. No, I'm playing. No, I had a fun time out here. It's my first time to Toledo, and yeah, it was neat to go and lean on some. They didn't want to cooperate today, man. For some reason, I have like the sharpest Gamakatsu hooks, and they would smoke the 110. I'm like, "Ugh," and then come off. I'm like, how does that even happen? These fish are Houdinis. Whatever. I don't know what you guys are teaching these things, but yeah. It was still fun. Managed to get 5 in the boat, and that's all that matters. And hopefully we can fish tomorrow, because scratching the whole plan and just going to go have fun.
Go get them. Hopefully you get out there tomorrow. If not, we'll try to fire through this way and get you an answer real quick. Next up, Louisiana, one of your very own, made the first cut in his Elite Series competition last year. From Gonzales, Louisiana, Logan Latuso. 14-11 yesterday. 5 to add to that here today. 12 pounds, 15 ounces gives you 27 pounds and 10 ounces. Unfortunately, outside of the cut this time around, but these fine people will know how to distract you from a tough tournament, I'm sure, if you stick around.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a good time. But, I mean, it's been a tough Toledo for me all week. I really struggled, but, you know, on to the next one. I just want to thank all family and friends and everyone for coming out.
Thank you for being part of the Elite Series. We'll see you at Lake Fork. A 2-time Elite Series champion, a 5-time Classic qualifier from Aiken, South Carolina, the Tower of Power, Jason Williamson. 16 pounds and 9 ounces at the start of the day today. He's got 5 fish to add to that. 16-1 gives him 32 pounds and 10 ounces. You move into 24th place currently. The top 50 obviously fish on semifinal Saturday. Jay Willie, a consistent tournament, but is that going to put you on the right side of the cut?
It don't look good. I think I'm going to be Bubble Boy or maybe just shy. But, man, it's been fun out here on Toledo Bend. What a heck of a fishery. Like I said yesterday, the Texas Parks and Wildlife really work hard at keeping these fisheries great. And every time Texas or Louisiana is on the schedule, we look forward to coming. But I'm living proof that a country redneck's just not real good at live scoping. So I've been on the bank all week, and I guess I need to turn my Garmin on and get out there in about 30 foot and dob around a little bit.
Well, hopefully sliding the cut. If not, we'll see you at Lake Fork. He's an Elite Series champion, a former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year from Georgia, Drew Cook. Went to work today in the AFCO-wrapped Skeeter Yamaha. Had 17-11 yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 13 pounds, 15 ounces gives you 31 pounds, 10 ounces. He moves into 26th place, and you may get a very rare weekend off. That's not something you normally do.
Yeah, this one's going to sting, too, because tomorrow's going to be really nice. You know, I found some big ones up shallow today that they just got up there. So, like, if I could have had a little bit more time or another day, it's crazy what could happen out there or up there. But started out deep and got one big one and a limit fairly early, and then I just hit the bank and went, and I knew I was like one bite away. I mean, not even really a big bite, just a bite. So I went back out deep, and it just never happened. I had some execution issues this week that we got to knock the rust off. Hopefully we're lucky as all get out. My new son is on a formula that's $60 a can, so we need to make every cut all year. So that's what we're shooting for. Maybe we just squeak in there by the skin of our teeth.
We'll find out how it all shakes out. Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. If not, we'll see you at Lake Fork. Let's bring out a two-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Georgia, Mark Frazier. Had 10 pounds and an ounce yesterday, but a better day today. 5 fish here on day number 2, stop number 1 of 2024. 20 pounds, 15 ounces with 31 pounds even. He moves into 29th place currently. On day 2 of the Gamakatsu Bassmaster Elite on Toledo Bend. Digging deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag. Let's hear it for Mark Frazier. Had 31 pounds even after 2 days at a big rally here today. Going to weigh that one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 7.2 for the day. 9.8 for the tournament. 6 pounds, 14 ounces. Not quite there, but a welcome addition to your limit. And that rally, whether you get inside the cut or not, that rally, as the season moves on, may be one of the most important days of your season.
Yeah, the points mean everything. I definitely helped myself out by what I caught today, but I mean, I lost 2 yesterday. It's really going to haunt me, but I know that's the way it goes. Everybody's got them stories, but I'd like to thank my family for coming out. They're down from Louisiana, just over near Thibodeau, so we're going to have a good time. If I don't make it tomorrow, I'm probably not, but we're going to have a good time. Look forward to Fork.
Always great to have you here. Enjoy yourself. Louisiana, get loud for one of your very own. He's an 18-time Classic qualifier, 6-time Bassmaster winner from Gonzales, Louisiana, the Hack Attack, Greg Hackney. Had 12 pounds and 9 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 10 pounds, 6 ounces, gives him 22 pounds, 15 ounces, and this one did not go your way, Greg.
Boy, it did not. I just misjudged these fish. I just thought after the first day of practice, there were a big bunch of them coming to the bank, and they didn't show. You know, they just stayed out. I'd never fished here before this time of the year, and I learned a lot. You know, it's hard to learn this way, you know, because it's got some bite to it, but it's still a great place, and, I mean, you see that with what they're catching, and it is impressive the way they're catching them. They're catching them like there's no end to them. You know what I mean? Like, these guys are not just catching a few fish. They're catching a lot of fish. This lake's in great shape. It's crazy with the new technology, what we've learned, and that now we know these fish, they live in the ocean. Basically, they do. They live in the ocean, you know, and we just get a chance when they come to the bank to enjoy pulling them out of bushes and stuff like that. And I stayed shallow, you know, and caught a bunch of fish on a thunder cricket, caught a bunch of fish, pitching a rage bug around, just fishing bushes, and kept thinking there would be that magic fish. You know, I kind of got into that deal today just looking for one. You know what I mean? One great big one. I ran isolated cypress trees, anything that I thought a big one might pull up on. And I know some guys caught a handful of fish shallow, but I just never got in the right area for that. But, you know, I'm glad that we don't have a break. I'm glad we're going right on the Fork next week. And there's going to be a big party here tomorrow, and I'll probably be here for it. So it's all, you know, we are in Louisiana, so we got a party.
Mardi Gras season. He is a 3-time Bassmaster winner, a 3-time TTBC champion from Huntington, Texas, Keith Combs. 15 pounds and 9 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 13 pounds, 7 ounces gives him 29 pounds even. He moves into 33rd place currently. And unfortunately, Keith Combs outside our projected cut this time around. Keith, unfortunately, this one gonna bite you a little bit, but you're not the only one. This was definitely a different Toledo Bend tournament.
It was, it fooled me. I got here the first day of practice, and it's been, fairly cold around this area. Not a real cold February, and there was, definitely some fish that had moved to beds the first day of practice, 4 or 5 days ago, and I just thought more and more were coming. Looking at the weather. And, I saw a lot of the guys who really caught big bags yesterday fishing a lot deeper water. And I stayed up there just, thinking that they're going to show up. And it got slower and slower and slower. So it's one of the things, fishing has changed. I think we're changing the way fish act with some of the crap that we use to catch them nowadays. But that's another subject. But I just made some bad calls on. I should have stayed a little bit deeper instead of chasing that early spawn.
Well, we're heading to Lake Fork next week, and I know you have a great history there, so you got to be looking forward to that.
I think that's going to be a good one. Toledo Bend is definitely one of my favorite lakes of all time. This one in Rayburn, but Fork is a cool place. It'll be an interesting one being there in the spring because we won't be the only ones there in the spring. That's a fact. It'll be a crowd, and that'll be a factor, but it's going to be a fun one. Thanks to all the great people around Toledo Bend for coming out and watching us catch them.
Always great to have you here. He's a 3-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Oh, Bob Downey. 15 pounds, 11 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. 14 pounds and an ounce gives him 29 pounds, 12 ounces. You move into 31st place currently. As we near the halfway point of this tournament, the top 50 going to fish on semifinal Saturday. Gamakatsu Bassmaster Elite at Toledo Bend. $29 pounds, 12 ounces, and unfortunately outside of the projected cut this time around, Bob.
Yeah, it was a tough week for me. Really a tough goal all week. Never got it figured out, never really settled into an area. My hat's off to those guys they're catching them on the top of the leaderboard. They're really smashing them. I'm excited to see what they do this weekend. This place is awesome. I hope we come back. It's an amazing fishery, great facilities. I've been camping right over here this week. Boat ramps right down the road, so I can't complain. Looking forward to getting back to Lake Fork next week, maybe a little redemption, and try and move up in the standings a bit. Thanks, everyone.
Safe travels. Look forward to seeing you there. He's a former Forest Wood Cup champion, a Bassmaster Open winner from Alabama, Justin Atkins. Justin Atkins had 15 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. 15 pounds, 15 ounces with 31 pounds, 7 ounces. He moves into 27th place currently. At the end of the weigh-in, we'll shake out and figure out who our top 50 is and who gets to fish on semifinal Saturday, the first semifinal Saturday of the 2024 Bassmaster Elite Series. So a consistent tournament, but is it going to be on the right side of the cut?
I don't think so. It almost turned really bad today. I went back to what I thought was going to be good, and at lunch I just didn't have anything going on, so I scrapped it. Made a big run down the lake to a low area. I spent just a little bit of time and caught what I had. Had a big one get me, broke off in the timber. Just lost one in the wind, So I'm very thankful for how it turned out because it could have been bad, but it was almost really good. So Cooper wanted to come up here today and ask if you could buy him a steak.
Do you want a steak, Cooper?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have any money, but I mean, I bet you someone. I've been invited to 23 dinners. Will you go eat steak with anyone?
Maya.
No. He said he wants to go eat with his friend Maya.
Oh, okay. Well, Maya might buy you a steak. I don't know. Tell Daddy to catch him better next week so he can buy you a steak.
We're gonna catch big fish next week.
Yeah.
Okay. Guaranteed way to make kids talk. Just not talk. Put a microphone in front of them. A 2-time classic qualifier from Texas, Brad Watley. Brad Watley, 16 pounds, 11 ounces. Yesterday, a much tougher day today. 2 fish here today. 7 pounds, 14 ounces gives him 24 pounds, 9 ounces. Tough one here today, but no better way to recover than go hammer him on Lake Fork.
Yeah, you know, I love this lake. This lake is really phenomenal. It's on fire right now. I mean, it's got the grass. Toledo's a famous fishery. You know, leave it to me to catch 2 fish on Toledo Bend, but I did it. You know, it's pretty much impossible. But it's a great place. I mean, thank y'all for having us. I hope that we get to come back because it's definitely got them. I caught my personal best this week here. So thank y'all for having us this week, and we'll definitely be back.
Always great to have you here. His second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from California, Bryant Smith. 11 pounds, 13 ounces yesterday. 3 fish here today. 7-13 gives you 19-10, and a tough one to start off the season, but we got a lot of great events ahead.
Oh, we do. You know, it's definitely not the way you want to start. But the good thing is we got another one next week, and we can just brush this off and go get after him at Fork.
That's the attitude. We'll see you down the road in Lake Fork. He is our reigning Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year, a 2-time Elite Series champion from Arkansas, the Cowboy, Joey Cifuentes. Had 15-10 yesterday, 5 fish here today. Little better day by the looks of things. 14 pounds, 8 ounces, proven I don't know what I'm talking about. Gives you 30 pounds and 2 ounces. I don't know. It must be my fault again.
Yeah, are you struggling today?
No.
You're doing good?
I was doing good right up until here.
I ran my Phoenix boat all over the lake, and I tried to find fish. I couldn't get them to bite today. I went to a new area. And, it just didn't work out. But I don't know. I'm in 60th place? What, 80th?
Oh, it's not done yet. I don't know. You're okay right now, but you got to convince about 53 other people not to weigh in.
Yeah, probably not looking good for old Joe on the first Derby of the year. But you know what? We got another one next week, and we're going to stay positive and maybe catch some big old fat Jessies.
I look forward to seeing it happen. We'll see you there. He is a 2-time Bassmaster winner and 9-time FLW Tour winner from DeBerry, Florida. Get loud for John Cox. 20 pounds and 4 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. 11 pounds, 6 ounces gives you 31 pounds and 10 ounces. Unfortunately, a tougher day, and we'll have to see how it all shakes out.
Oh gosh, I think it's gonna be pretty close. I think. I mean, I'm so thankful to catch those 5 today. I kind of jumped a little early and started going after trying to find some bedding fish today. And man, it was so close. Like they were right there getting ready. And I don't know if it'll happen tomorrow or not. But hopefully somehow squeeze in. But if not, we'll go practice and get ready for Fork.
You are the only pro officially, because we're studying this stuff this year to see how forward-facing sonar is affecting the fishing and the tournament circuit. You're the only pro in the entire tour that does not have a forward-facing sonar unit on. But I saw yesterday you are using a much more powerful technology, and I see you're wearing it again today. What do you have under that shirt?
Oh, so Rick Clunn gave me this.
Take it off. Show it. Everybody. I mean. That is some Rick Clunn tie-dye right there.
Yeah, no, as soon as I put it on yesterday, I caught 20 pounds, so I was really impressed. So I'm going to wear it, try to wear it at every tournament. And even today was so tough on me, and I had to completely change areas, and I was lucky to get those 5. And, man, I don't know. It definitely it just gave me that edge I needed yesterday.
Just standing beside it, I feel powerful. We look forward to seeing you at Lake Fork. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Millville, New Jersey, GDP, Greg DePalma. 11-4 yesterday, 4 fish to add to that here today. Four fish here on day number 2, 8-11 gives you 19 pounds, 15 ounces, so a tough one to start the season, but a lot of great events to rally.
Yeah, usually when I can't sleep because practice is so good, the tournaments don't go so well. I really tried to adjust this week. I just couldn't figure it out. Not the way I wanted to start the season, but like Dave said, we got a long season ahead of us. We have a phenomenal fishery coming up next, so looking forward to it and get after it. So,
always great to have you here. Safe travels. He's a 4-time Classic qualifier, former Bassmaster Open winner from Mount Carmel, Tennessee, David Mullins. David Mullins had 18 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. Let's start off his season with a semifinal Saturday appearance. 18-7 yesterday, 5 today, 21 pounds, 15 ounces. With 40 pounds and 6 ounces, he moves into 7th place at the halfway point of our Day 2 weigh-in. Gamakatsu Bassmaster Elite on Toledo Bend. 21 pounds, 15 ounces today. Much better day, not even much, a great tournament. You were sitting in the top 10 at the halfway point of this tournament, so you don't got to worry. You know you're going fishing tomorrow.
Well, we got a paycheck at the first tournament, so that's always the goal, and hopefully we can make up some ground, get some more points tomorrow. But it's, you know, this place is fishing so much better than what it was when we come here in 17. The grass is back, the fish are healthy, and, you know, I'm glad to be back here, and thanks for everybody for showing up.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. From North Carolina, a 2-time Classic qualifier, KJ Queen. 5 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday. 2 fish to add to that here today. Extra bonus points for coming into a cool song. We appreciate that. But unfortunately, with 9 pounds, 15 ounces, you're going to have the weekend to watch some old Bassmaster shows.
Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to watch and learn, that's for sure. Toledo's got my number. There's no doubt about it. It's a heck of a rough ride, but I'm just glad to be in that bird today because it wasn't that rough at all. I was smooth as glass. So I couldn't complain one bit about the boat. Everything handled incredibly well. I'm glad to be on board with them this year from Foothills, and we're going to go catch them at Fork.
Go make it happen. We look forward to seeing you there. He's an Elite Series rookie from Maine. Get loud for Tyler Williams. Took a win in the Bassmaster Opens last year. You're going to see him at his first Classic in just a little over a month. Had 20 pounds and 4 ounces yesterday. Let's get him inside the cut. Make his first semifinal Saturday. 5 fish here today. 17 pounds, 7 ounces with 37 pounds, 11 ounces. Tyler Williams is going fishing on semifinal Saturday, currently in 11th place. Let me hear it for Tyler Williams. 37 pounds, 11 ounces, and dude, you unofficially just made your first cut on the Bassmaster Elite Series at your first Elite Series event. Way to get this started.
Thank you. It was hard earned today. That 17 was more than that. It felt like more than that 20. It was like 130, and I had 2 little fish in my live well, and then they just started biting my jig, I guess. I don't know, something flipped, and every fish I threw out was like thump. I was like, sweet.
Can you get him again tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm just doing stuff out there.
Will you throw anything other than a jig tomorrow?
Probably not.
Do you ever throw anything other than a jig?
Not too often. It's a bad day if I have to throw something else.
All right, well, go get your jigs tied up. We'll see you back here tomorrow. He's a former Bassmaster Angler of the Year, a 2-time Bassmaster winner, an 8-time Classic qualifier from Newmarket, Minnesota, the amazing fighter man, Seth Fighter. 13 pounds and 12 ounces yesterday, 5 to add to it here today. 15 pounds, 9 ounces gives you 29 pounds and 5 ounces. And Seth Fighter moves into 38th place currently with 50 anglers left to weigh in here on day number 2, stop number 1 of 2024. So Seth's unfortunately going to be outside of the cut this time around, but Lake Fork, you've caught him there before, and it's a great place to rebound.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I love that lake. This is a great lake too, but at least Fork, I got some good history there. Looking forward to going back and hopefully have a good tournament there.
Always great to have you here. Safe travels. We'll see you at the next one. You watched him all day on Bass Live. He is a 3-time Classic qualifier, former Bass Nation national champion from Wisconsin, Pat Schlapper. Had 27 pounds and 4 ounces yesterday. Get your cameras ready, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for 19.7 to take the lead. 5 fish all alive. 28 pounds, 5 ounces. Crush City Monster Bag of the Day, and with 55 pounds, 9 ounces, Pat Schlapper is leading the Gamakatsu Bassmaster Elite at Toledo Bend. Boom! Boom shakalaka, giant bass. 55 pounds at 9 ounces at the halfway point of this tournament. He is more than halfway to a century belt. We're going to weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 7.2 for the day, 9.8 for the tournament. 8 pounds, 6 ounces. A brand new Phoenix Boats Big Bass of the day. And man, I know you like ninja, and you were ninjaing some fish out there today.
Yeah, there was some really fun moments today. It was tougher, honestly, than yesterday. I didn't get that many bites. Them fish are really leaving or getting picked off, but I still got, three real good bites, 2 big ones, and, lost 1 other one. So optimistic about tomorrow, but I don't know. This bite might be going away for me. But either way, it's been fun so far.
Been a lot of fun watching you on live, and I can't wait to watch it go down tomorrow. Let's hear it for your tournament leader. The 2019 Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Alabama, Scott Canterbury. Had 12 pounds an ounce yesterday, 5 fish here today. Looks like a better day today. 21 pounds, 10 ounces with 33 pounds, 11 ounces. Scott Canterbury moves into 23rd place currently. And we'll have to see how it all shakes out and if he gets a shot to fish on semifinal Saturday. Gamakatsu Bassmaster Elite at Toledo Bend with 33 pounds, 11 ounces. A big rally today, Scott.
Yeah, it was a big rally. I tell you what, I'm tired. It's tough out there. I didn't catch a lot. I caught a 1.9 with about an hour left with a 4-pounder. So, I got off the bank. I didn't want to, but I got off the bank, got out there in the middle, and just scoped around today, and I caught 5 good ones. So hopefully if I get a chance to go, I can get 5 more good bites tomorrow and put them in the boat.
Go get them. Look forward to seeing you there. Let's bring out another Elite Series champion from Springville, Alabama, the little ball of hate, Wes Logan. Had 18.7 yesterday, 4 fish here today. $8.11 gives him 27 pounds, 2 ounces. A tough second day got you this time around, Wes. And unfortunately for you, but you're not the only one. This one has not been as predictable as some Toledo Bend events in the past.
Yeah, that's about as embarrassing as it gets after catching what I caught yesterday. But for a little while, I thought I was fishing with my practice bait because I would have them on just long enough to see them and they'd come off. But, I mean, it is what it is. But I don't know. Really upset, really disappointed. Just want to tell my wife I love her, my parents I love them, and thanks for all the support.
Always great to have you here. A 4-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Newcomerstown, Ohio, Hunter Shryock. 21 pounds and an ounce yesterday. 5 fish here today. Let's get him into the cut and start off his 2024 Elite Series season right. 18 pounds, 8 ounces with 39 pounds and 9 ounces. Hunter Shryock has got nothing to worry about. Never mind the top 50. He's inside the top 10 in 9th place currently. 39 pounds and 9 ounces. You're going fishing tomorrow.
Yeah, man, it threw me a curveball today, but I can't wait to rig up some new Abu Garcia rods. Figured some things out, but still, you guys all know the deal. This place is phenomenal. Glad I'm bouncing around in an Icon this week. This place, doesn't matter which way the wind's blowing, even if they say it's calm, it's still blowing. So look forward to getting out there tomorrow.
Go get rigged and get ready. We'll see you back here at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. He's a 10-time Classic qualifier, former TTBC champion from Asheville, Alabama, Matt Herron. 15 pounds, 10 ounces to start the day today. 5 fish to add to that here on day number 2, stop number 1 of 2024. 5 fish for 16 pounds, 15 ounces gives him 32 pounds and 9 ounces, and he moves into 30th place. He's got 20 spots of cushion with 40 anglers left to go. So inside the cut right now, we just got to hope it shakes out right for you. But regardless of what it shakes out, it's going to be close.
Yeah, it's going to be close. I don't know if it'll make it or not. But, it's been a really fun week. I've been lost up on the bank by myself. I don't see anybody. So I'm kind of liking this new scoping thing. If I'll stay out there, if the weather gets a little better, it's going to be fun.
Look forward to seeing you hopefully tomorrow. If not, we'll see you at Lake Fork. A Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Richmond, Virginia, the barrister Edward Loughran III. Ed Lochran had 9.9 yesterday, 5 fish here today. £13 8 ounces gives him 23 pounds and an ounce. Unfortunately, outside of the cut here. But there is a lot of rumors that fly around in the fishing world. And I'm hearing a rumor that you may be the first pro that's using virtual reality goggles to see your forward-facing sonar. Is that really happening?
Yeah, I've used it for crappie fishing. I did not use it out here. But they're augmented reality glasses, so you can see through them, but you can see the screen right in front of your face. And really, I did it because I got sick of looking down. It hurt my neck. And my eyes are not terrific, so it's just a lot easier to see it. But I have not used it out here, but maybe I will.
Find out, hopefully, at Lake Fork. We see you there. Next up, from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, the first Canadian ever to win an Elite Series event. Get loud for Chris Johnston. 18 pounds, 15 ounces yesterday. Another good day here today. Let's get him inside the cut. Not a problem. 5 fish all alive. 26 pounds, 8 ounces with 45 pounds, 7 ounces. Chris Johnston rockets into third place currently with 45.7. Get loud for Ranger Mercury Pro, Chris Johnston, and that is a Hadrilla Gorilla right there. Needs to be better than 8 pounds, 6 ounces for today. 9 pounds, 8 ounces for Phoenix Boats Big Bass of the tournament. 9 pounds, 3 ounces, a brand new Phoenix Boats Big Bass of the day. And man, how fun was that?
That's an exciting day. You couldn't ask for anything better to catch that one. I don't know if it's my biggest ever, but it's definitely the biggest one I've ever caught in a tournament. And it was kind of funny. I was scoping with my spinning rod, 10-pound test, Tatsu, and timber, and I'm in 35 feet of water. And I'm scoping one, and it's following me to the boat, and it's like 3 feet from my bait. I'm like, this one's not going to eat. And then the bait's right below my boat, and all of a sudden I see something come off the bottom, streak up, and it just, all I feel is donk. And lo and behold, it was a 9.5 pounder. Wasn't expecting that one at all, but when things are going right, they're going right. So looking forward to going back out there tomorrow, see if she has any friends.
Looking forward to watching it go down on Bass Live. His second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series from Old Forge, PA. Get loud for Jonathan Kelly. 17.9 yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Let's start off the season with a semifinal Saturday appearance. 18.10 gives him 36 pounds, 3 ounces. And Jonathan Kelly going to be fishing with us on semifinal Saturday, currently in 20th place. Let me hear it for Jonathan Kelly. 36 pounds and 3 ounces, and you are sitting in 20th place currently, and you're going fishing on semifinal Saturday, and that got to relieve a lot of pressure to kick off the season.
Absolutely. You put all the pressure on me yesterday.
I put...
Yeah, you brought up the big rock.
No, you bought the big rock.
I was... Brought it up. I haven't thought about that all off season now.
Okay.
You got me going all last night. Couldn't even sleep. All because of you.
It was my fault.
Yes. I'm blaming you. But
all right.
She's going to tell me I got to go catch him better because we got a wedding to pay for.
Yeah, that's not cheap.
Yeah, so we're going to do what we got to do. I'm happy with what I caught today, and got to keep on catching them because they're coming.
Go get them tomorrow. We look forward to seeing you here. I'll try not to cause any more problems for you. A 6-time Classic qualifier, a 3-time Bassmaster winner from Paducah, Kentucky, Mark Menendez. Mark Menendez had 17 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday. 5 today for 12 pounds, 8 ounces. Gives him 30 pounds even in 42nd place currently. And unfortunately going to get the weekend off, Mark.
Yeah, I will. I tell you, it's all about opportunities. I had a couple opportunities that would have made a huge difference. It doesn't go your way sometimes, Dave. But there's 3 things I've been thankful for this week. One was a 21-foot Skeeter boat in all those big waves, the SHO to push it around, and the new power pole move. When I go fishing now, it is a true joy with that new trolling motor.
We love having you here. Look forward to seeing you at Lake Fork. I need you to get real loud. He's an Elite Series rookie. He's a Bassmaster Open winner. He's a Classic qualifier. He's a YouTube sensation. Get loud for Ben Milliken. 22 pounds and 9 ounces yesterday. Let's get him into his first semifinal Saturday appearance. 5 fish all alive. 18 pounds even with 40 pounds and 9 ounces. Ben Milliken is in 8th place currently. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. 40 pounds and 9 ounces, and congratulations making your first cut on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Nobody is shocked. Man, it is incredible. You've worked so hard to get here, and man, it's awesome to see your presence already being felt one event into the season.
Yeah, man, it's been really eye-opening. It's been crazy. Love you guys. Thanks so much for all the support, and we're gonna have to tear them up tomorrow.
Are you saving something, or you think tomorrow's weather will help, or what's going through your mind?
Sure, yeah.
You're not telling me squat.
No, we just need to get out and get a big bag and hopefully get to Sunday.
I hope you make it. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we have an Elite Series champion, back-to-back Bass Nation National Champion from Alabama, Will Davis Jr. 13 pounds, 6 ounces yesterday, 5 fish here today. $16 pounds, 14 ounces gives him 30 pounds and 4 ounces. Fortunately, outside of the projected cut this time around, but heading to Lake Fork next, and it's awesome to have you back on the Elite Series.
Yeah, man, it's been a great week. I didn't have a great, practice, and it showed. But, man, thank all y'all for coming out here. I mean, y'all are who makes this sport. And with that being said, I know every one of y'all out there staring in the sun, so I just want to say I appreciate y'all coming out here and supporting us.
We love having you here. We look forward to seeing you at the next one. He is our reigning and defending Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Alabama, Stone Cold Kyle Welcher. Had 15 pounds and 5 ounces yesterday, 4 fish here today. 9-12 gives him 25-1 outside of the cut, unfortunately, to start off the season, but you can get a little redemption next week on Lake Fork.
Yeah, and that's definitely what we're going to try to do, I really, really love this lake. Like, I had a really good practice. Like, I like fishing this lake. It's just, unfortunately, I just made the wrong adjustments this week, and I wasn't able to stay on top of the fish. But we're going to use that as a learning experience and try to smash them at Fork.
Go get him. We look forward to seeing you there. He's a 6-time Bassmaster winner, former Bass Nation National Champion, 2-time Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Rathdrum, Idaho, the prodigy Brandon Polinick. 15 pounds and 11 ounces yesterday, 5 fish here today. 15-10, a very consistent tournament. 31 pounds, 5 ounces, puts him in 38th place currently. £31 pounds, 5 ounces, as you said, consistent tournament, but you may get in trouble because I know the crew does not like to kick off the season without cut ice cream.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be sleeping outside on the deck of my Skeeter tonight. I don't even know if they'll let me back in the RV, so I'm going to have to regroup, get ready for Lake Fork. You're only as good as your last cast, so I just got to keep casting. And hopefully we eat lots and lots of ice cream at Lake Fork.
All right, we look forward to seeing you there. It's been good for you there in the past. His second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series from Connecticut. Get loud for Alex Wetherell. Had 21-14 yesterday. Let's get him inside the cut here today. 5 fish, 19 pounds, 13 ounces with 41 pounds and 11 ounces. Alex Wetherell inside the top 10 in 6th place currently. Get your cameras ready. 41 pounds, 11 ounces, sitting in 6th place currently. And oh boy, a parade of bass pandas we've seen here today. Needs to be better than 9-3 for the day, 9-8 for Phoenix Boats Big Bass of the tournament. 8 pounds, 5 ounces, not going to do that. But man, you're sitting in 6th place in this tournament, and you get another crack at them again tomorrow.
Yeah, this was the worst day I've ever had. I lost a 6, a 4. I couldn't even keep a 2 on. And then in the middle of that, I lose that fish. And I see it jump. And then I follow it down, and I followed it for about 10 minutes. And then I got it to eat again. And
same fish?
The same fish. The same 8.5. Wow. Yeah, crazy. So I got to figure out what I got to do differently. Today was an interesting day, but we made it happen. We're in the top 10 right now, so I'll take it.
Pretty impressive to catch that fish twice. Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. Let's bring in a 2-time Elite Series champion, a 7-time Classic qualifier from Panama City, Florida, Drew Benton. Had 21 pounds, 2 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 13 pounds, 7 ounces with 34 pounds and 9 ounces. You move into 24th place. I think it's enough to go tomorrow. What do you think?
Yeah, I hope so. I want another crack at them. I would have bet the house that they were going to come spawn this week, but I guess all this wind mixed some cool water, and it just kind of cooled down in a couple of the areas that I was looking in, and that's all that was there today. So hopefully this sunshine, it warms up a little bit. I'm not much of a scoper. I did it till about 10 o'clock today, and I had about 20 followers, and I said, to the bank I go. So hopefully tomorrow works out a little bit better, and a couple big ones slide up there, and we'll make it interesting.
Go get them. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. An 8-time Classic qualifier, 2-time Bassmaster winner from Fayetteville, Tennessee, the always lethal Brandon Lester. 15 pounds, 14 ounces yesterday. 5 to add to that here today. £15 pounds, 7 ounces gives him 31 pounds and 5 ounces. He moves into 40th place currently. £31 pounds, 5 ounces, sitting in 40th place. And unless these guys here really didn't catch him, unfortunately, you're going to get the weekend off.
Yeah, going to be one bite short. You know, this one's kind of got me scratching my head a little bit. I had a really good practice fishing out deep, and the only thing I can figure is these warm days, those fish were leaving me. I think a lot of fish pushed up to the bank the last couple days, and I just told myself coming in, I'm going to stay out there. I'm going to learn that active target. These guys are kicking our butts with it, so I got to learn it.
Sport's evolving, and I know you will evolve with it. We look forward to seeing you at Lake Fork. From Alabama, get loud for Joseph Webster. 17 pounds and 9 ounces yesterday. 5 fish for Joseph Webster here today. £15 pounds, 14 ounces gives him 33 pounds and 7 ounces. He has 19 spots of cushion with 30 anglers left to go. So it's going to be close.
Yeah, I reckon I like being right around the line, drive everybody nuts about it. But, you know, I fish very clean, and, you know, these fish they're leaving all this stuff, and I guess they're headed to the bank to hide a little bit. But it's kind of like dating a little bit. You beg them, you beg them, you beg them to bite, and you beg them, here they come, and then you follow them around, and finally we're going on a date. So it'll be good tomorrow.
All right. All right. That was a great analogy. We'll see you back here tomorrow. He's a 3-time Elite Series champion, a 3-time member of the Bassmaster Century Club from Auburn, Alabama, Steve Kennedy. Had 20 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday. Needs 9.5 currently, more to stay there. 12 pounds, 3 ounces, moves into 35th place with 32 pounds and 10 ounces. Got 15 spots of cushion. Before the weight came up, you said if I have 12.5, I'm going to make the cut, or I got a good chance. Well, you've 12.3. Does that mean a less of a chance?
There's 2 or 3 guys in there that, you know, anyway, might get bumped. But, yeah, it should be within ounces. I've been doing the math back there for a while now, and it's going to be close. Anyway, yesterday I had 20 pounds. I had some big fish found. I went up there and fished for them all day yesterday and really, really struggled to get bit. And today I ran down the lake thinking, you know, I'll get me an easy 12, 15-pound limit and then go play with those big ones. And anyway, I burned half a day chasing little ones, and it didn't work out. So.
Hopefully you get a shot tomorrow. We'll find out at the end of our weigh-in here. He's an 8-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a 3-time U.S. Open champion from Payson, Arizona, the Golden Ram, Clifford Perch. 15 pounds, 4 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. Needs 14-12 to get inside the cut currently. More to stay there, 11-12. Unfortunately, outside of the cut with 27 pounds even, and get a few days to recover and go get a little redemption on Lake Fork.
Yeah, yesterday I went shallow and I caught a bunch of little males, and I moved out late and caught one big one. So today I spent most of my day out and caught a whole bunch of fish, and they were just little ones. So, I guess I just zigged when I should have zagged this week. Caught lots of fish. I had a great time fishing here, but man, the weight just wasn't there. There's a lot of big fish in the lake, but I guess they're not just everywhere. So it was fun, but I'm going to have a couple days off, I guess.
Enjoy a little bit of time off. We look forward to seeing you at Lake Fork. Safe travels. I know you guys are going to get loud. He's a former Bass Nation national champion, a 3-time Classic qualifier from Louisiana, Caleb Summerall. Had 21 pounds even yesterday. Looking for 9 pounds even here today to get inside the cut. More to stay there till the end of our weigh. And he's got 4 fish, 14 pounds, 8 ounces with 35 pounds, 8 ounces. He moves into 24th place. And Caleb Summerall looking to fish with us on semifinal Saturday. Looks like you got to go get the Express Yamaha gassed up because you look to be going to work again tomorrow, Caleb.
Yeah, man, today was slow. I didn't have a fish until noon. Really tried to just settle down and not spin out, but, I got it done. I was really just hoping to go tomorrow because I missed some opportunities today. Just didn't get the big ones to go. I'm out there scoping all day, and I had some big ones follow it. I'm around the potential of a giant bag. I just got to figure out how to get them to go. Shout out Gamakatsu Hooks for sponsoring this event. I didn't lose a fish all week. Best hooks on the market, bar none. Thanks to my family all coming out. Love you all. This crowd's already. This is only Friday, but just wait till tomorrow.
It's going to be awesome, and I'm glad you're going to be part of it. A 9-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Gainesville, Florida, Bernie Schultz. 9 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. 3 fish here today. Six pounds, 4 ounces gives him 15.9. So a tough start to the season, but Bernie, it's great to have you back here, and I know you got some good ones ahead of you.
Yeah, I mean, every day on the water is an opportunity, and there's a lot. I've been doing this a long time. They're going to have tournaments like this, and just try to bounce back as quick as you can and get back on a roll. That's the ticket.
No better place to bounce back than Lake Fork. We'll see you there. A 2-time Bassmaster winner from Wisconsin, Caleb Kufall. Had 15-14 yesterday, 5 fish here today. Had 14-15. Yes, I tried to cheat for you, Caleb, but I got busted. Needs 15-3 to get in the cut. 14-9 just outside of the cut, but Lake Fork next week going to be another great derby.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Hopefully I can catch a big one over there. I don't know. This week, I think my biggest fish all week was like 4.5 pounds. So obviously we're on the small fish program, and going to Fork, you cannot do that there. So Fork, here we come. I'm going to weigh in a 10-pounder over there.
Go get it. I look forward to seeing you there. He's a 4-time Bassmaster winner, a 3-time member of the Bassmaster Century Club from Summerville, South Carolina, Patrick Walters. 19-11 yesterday. Woo! 5 fish here today, and it looks like a good day. 19-11 yesterday. Today, 5 fish. 30 pounds, 5 ounces. 30 pounds, 5 ounces. The Crush City Monster Bag of the Day rockets Patrick Walters into second place with 50 pounds even, and that deserves a woo! 50 pounds even. We're going to hold all of these up. This is our biggest bag of the day, our Crush City Monster Bag of the Day. And not something that Patrick Walters is not used to doing. He is a big fish specialist, a 3-time member of the Bassmaster Century Club. We're going to get all these groceries packed up. They'll go back Toledo Bend for years and years to come. We're going to release them. They're going to make sure they're all healthy and well for you guys to catch for years and years to come. And with 30 pounds, 5 ounces, Patrick Walters reminds everybody he's still here, sitting in second place with 50 pounds even. Going to weigh that one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. 7 pounds, 15 ounces. Not going to take that, but you just weighed the dirty 30 here on day number 2. And look out. You are knocking at that door. And how would you like to, I mean, you finished last season off with an Elite Series victory. Might as well kick this one off with an Elite Series victory.
Why not? You know, after the first day, it was a struggle, and I got on them at 1 o'clock. And it was hot all day today. It never really slowed down, so I'm pretty excited about going on Toledo Bend tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can make Championship Sunday, but we got one thing to worry about, and that's just tomorrow. And I got to go catch me a 9.2. That's how much Shepard Walters weighed when he was birthed 2 weeks ago. So that's the goal. Catch me a 9-pounder, catch me another 30 pounds, and go from there.
Life is good. Way to go. He's a 7-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year from North Carolina, Brandon Card. Had 13 pounds, 2 ounces yesterday, 5 fish here today. 21 pounds, 5 ounces with 34 pounds, 7 ounces. He rallies himself inside semifinal Saturday cut in 27th place with 34 pounds and 7 ounces. 21 pounds, 5 ounces. That is a nice one, but they're a little numb from just seeing 30 pounds weighed in here. Weigh that one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass, 8 pounds, 5 ounces. So not going to take over Phoenix Boats Big Bass, but a welcome addition and a great rally today to put yourself right back in this tournament.
Yeah, definitely. This morning just went a lot better than yesterday morning, and I was able to get a solid limit. And then once that wind shifted, I actually sat down and started looking at my Lake Master mapping and just to find a spot where I could go catch a big one. And I found this area where channel swing, it went right up next to an island. And I've never fished it, never seen it before. Ran down there, dropped the trolling motor, and caught that 8.5. So that was definitely a gift from God for sure. Awesome fish catch. But yeah, hopefully we can go back out there tomorrow. I think I'll have enough to make the cut, and just having a blast. I want to say hi to my wife and my little boy back home.
Congrats on a great rally. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning. A 4-time Bassmaster winner, the back-to-back Bassmaster Classic champion from Maiden, North Carolina, Hank Cherry. Had 15-13 yesterday. Looking for 15-3 to get inside the cut currently. More to stay there till the end of our weigh in. 19 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves into 26th place with 35 pounds even. And Hank Cherry going to be fishing with us on semifinal Saturday. Manny, Louisiana, let me hear ya. $35 pounds even, and Hank Cherry is fishing on semifinal Saturday, and that's how you want to start off a season?
Well, looks like the only way I'm going to get on camera is through Patrick's boat tomorrow because I'm down there where he is, and I might cut across his bow just so I can wave and say hey to everybody. No, man, it sucks, but it's impressive how they do it. It's crazy. They have the patience just to sit there and look down and stare down the whole day, and I told Clark backstage, I'm sitting there, I'm doing it, I'm trying to do it. I'm like, this is what we got to do. And I look down at my jig, and it's just looking up at me. We going to go fishing? So 3 of those were brim eaters. Came off the jig today, happy. Got to go up north. It was a little bumpy, but, you know, so I have to make a decision tomorrow. If I'm going fishing tomorrow, I've either got to do one of 2 things. I've got to put the spinning rods in the boat, take the flipping stuff out, or I've got to put the spinning rods up, leave the flipping stuff in because you can't do both. Hey, great crowd. Awesome lake is showing out full of fish. It's always nice to be here. Y'all are great. Community's great. People just let me go on by. They're like, you're the only guy we've seen up here the whole day. I was like, yeah, because they're down there whacking them, and I'm up here struggling. But, hey, we got it. Made it work. We'll see you tomorrow.
Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow morning. A 4-time Angler of the Year. He's the 2020 Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Texas, Clark Wendlandt. 16 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday. Looking for 14.9 here today. 16 pounds, 12 ounces. He moves into 38th place with 33 pounds and 3 ounces inside the cut currently. $33 pounds and 3 ounces. You got 12 spots of cushion and 23 anglers left to go. You feeling lucky?
It'll be close, but that's okay. I mean, I had a good time fishing out there today and fished well. You know, I actually did a variety of different things today. And this lake's just so good that, you know, you can catch them out in the very middle, which we've obviously seen, and you can catch them right up on the bank also. So the bank's a little harder to be consistent with, but I like it a lot better.
I hope you get a shot to go out there. We'll finish up this way and in a hurry and get you an answer. He's a reigning and defending Bassmaster Classic champion from Kenora, Ontario, the great Canadian snow leopard, Gussie Jeff Gustafson. Had 16-3 yesterday, looking for 14-14 to get inside the cut currently. 21 pounds and an ounce with 37 pounds, 4 ounces. Never mind the top 50. He's flirting with the top 10 in 18th place currently. Digging deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag. Let me hear it for Jeff Gustafson. Don't Stop Believing has a lot more meaning here this week. A great day 2 rally.
Yeah, no, that was much better. Got off to a better start this morning, and yeah, that was fun. You never know what you're gonna hook into at this place. That big one, I caught a 5-pounder kind of late in the day, and I had a 2-pounder I had for hours. So that was made. The rest of the day was a cupcake after that. But got to thank Gamakatsu, sponsor of this event. They've sponsored me for a long time, and you know, it's all. Those are the only hooks I've ever used for kind of my whole career. They got some awesome new hooks coming out. We're releasing at the Classic. Everyone's gonna love them. And I caught actually all my fish today on my little Smeltinator jig, also built on a Gamakatsu hook. So, yeah.
Working out good. Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow morning. Let's hear it for the Classic champion. Let's bring out an Elite Series rookie from Auburn, Alabama. Get loud for Logan Parks. Had 21 pounds and 10 ounces yesterday. Needs 9.9 to get inside the cut here today. He's got that, ladies and gentlemen. 5 fish all alive. 20 pounds and 10 ounces with 42 pounds and 4 ounces. Another one of our Elite Series rookies is inside the top 50, but never mind the top 50. He's inside the top 10 in 6th place currently. Man, what a start to your Elite Series career. 2 days in, 20 pounds every single day. So might as well just keep that streak going all season.
Yeah, I hope that's enough to get us a little camera action tomorrow. Been close a few times, so I'd be looking forward to getting on FS1.
I think you should be able to do that. We'll see what happens here in the last few anglers, but regardless, you're going to get a shot to win this event, and can it get better for you tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's definitely possible. Obviously, you've seen with some of those big bags that have been weighed in that there's 30, 40 pounds swimming around everywhere out there. I saw some really big fish today that didn't bite, so I'm going to go back to those same places and throw at them again tomorrow. Want to give a big happy birthday to my main man, Mike. It's his birthday today. Thank y'all for coming, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Looking forward to seeing how it works out for you. Happy birthday, Mike. Next up, his second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Alabama, David Gaston. 15 pounds, 6 ounces yesterday. 5 to add to that here today. Looking for 15-15 to get inside the cut currently. 10 pounds, 12 ounces with 26 pounds, 2 ounces, unfortunately, outside of the cut this time around, but a lot of great events, and Lake Fork is a good spot to get a comeback in.
Well, I really hope so, because I didn't have a good week this week. I mean, I had a really tough time catching them today, and, I mean, these guys smoked them, so hopefully I can do a little better next week.
Go get rigged and get ready. We'll see you down the road at Lake Fork. He is your day 1 leader, 5 top 10s in his rookie season, an Elite Series champion from Japan, Kyoya Fajita. Had 31 pounds and 3 ounces yesterday. Needs 24 pounds and 7 ounces to take the lead. 24 pounds, 3 ounces. He is 4 ounces short of the lead. Moves into second place with 55 pounds and 6 ounces. An unbelievable angler. His second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series. 5 top 10s last year. An Elite Series win. And Kyoya Fajita continues to add to his legend. Going to go out in second place tomorrow with 55 pounds, 6 ounces. So another good day today, sitting in second place going into tomorrow. Are you excited to go fishing tomorrow?
Yeah, but today is a very tough day. A long time and a long day.
Why do you think today was tougher?
Maybe fishing pressure. Yeah, many boat. Yeah, fishing pressure.
Will you tell me the lure that you're using today?
Drift fry. Jackal.
Jackal?
Yeah.
Jackal bait? Will you give me some of your lures?
Yes.
You will?
Yeah.
Can I have?
Yeah. Come to boat. Came to boat.
Okay, I'm gonna come. I bet you he won't be there by the time I get there. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Kyoya Fajita. He's an Elite Series champion, a former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year from Wisconsin, Jay Shakurat. 19 pounds, 2 ounces. Yesterday needs 12.3 to get inside the cut here today. $15 pounds, 13 ounces inside the cut in 30th place currently. So it looks like he's going fishing tomorrow with 34 pounds and 15 ounces. Jay, looks like you're going to work again tomorrow. Kyoya just told me I could have some of his lures if I come see him at the boat. Do you think he will be there by the time this is done?
Oh, yeah, I'd like some of his lures, too, whatever he's catching them on. No, he's catching them. It's hard to follow that up, but I had a tough day. You know, it started out hot. I caught him right away. The rest of the day, I literally caught no bass. So hopefully tomorrow it's, one every hour. Maybe catch that 8-pounder, 10-pounder I'm looking for out there. Have everybody back home watching. Tomorrow we're going to go get them.
Looking forward to watching it go down on Bass Live. He's a former Bassmaster College champion, a classic qualifier, 2-time winner on this very body of water. Let me hear it for Cody Huff. Had 23 pounds, 9 ounces yesterday. Tougher day today, only looking for 7.14 to get in the cut. 11.14, he moves into 29th place, and looks like you're going fishing tomorrow, but a much tougher day here today, Cody.
Man, all I've got to say is thank God, because let me tell you, the wheels didn't just fall off out there today. I wrecked the bus, okay? I couldn't catch a cold, and the last hour of the day I finished my limit out, so praise the Lord on that deal.
Well, I'm glad you sneak into that cut. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Another Elite Series rookie. It's Doobie time. Let me hear it for Tim Doobie. 10 pounds and 15 ounces to start the day. 5 fish here today. Better day today. 21 pounds, 11 ounces with 32 pounds, 10 ounces. He rallies all the way into the top 50 in 45th place currently. Let me hear it for Tim Doobie. 32 pounds, 10 ounces. You are inside the cut. You have 5 spots of cushion and about 13 anglers left to go, so it's going to be close.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it. Only catching 3 yesterday. Nobody tells you when Dave Mercer announces your name for the first time when you're idling out that you get kind of jacked up for about 4 to 6 hours. And that's how long I forgot to catch bass yesterday. So went out there today and just had fun.
Well, I'm glad you figured out how to calm down. We look forward to hopefully you slide in there. If not, it's great to have you in the Elite Series. See you at Lake Fork. Next up, a 3-time classic qualifier from Palatka, Florida, the Prince of Palatka, Cliff Prince. 11 pounds, 4 ounces yesterday. Better day today?
Not better enough.
Not better enough, he says. 16 pounds, 14 ounces gives him 28 pounds, 2 ounces. He moves into 69th place currently with some valuable Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points. Short of the cut, unfortunately, but you got yourself a few extra points, and all of those matter as the season moves on.
Yeah, that's for sure. I hate to start it out this way, but I'm gonna see how much Lisa's gonna charge me to go, so I can go over there and practice for a couple extra days over there on Fort.
I don't think you're allowed to do that, and you probably, if you're going to do that, you probably shouldn't talk about it on the stage before you do it.
Well, you know, I thought I'd give it a shot, but you know, I figured I'd let everybody know.
Then it's public information.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, let me know how it works out. We'll see. Look forward to seeing the next event. His very first Elite Series event. He's an Elite Series rookie. Went out in second place today with 29 pounds even. Get loud for Robert G. Watched him all day long on Bass Live. 5 fish here today. Let's get him inside that cut. Needs 26.10 to take the lead. 22 pounds, 10 ounces. He moves into third place with 51 pounds and 10 ounces. What a way to start your Bassmaster Elite Series career. In second after day number 1 and currently in third place. Robert, you've worked hard to get here, and man, it didn't take long for people to start taking notice of you. The worst you've sat in this tournament after 2 days is third place. So this thing's going pretty good for you.
Man, that's unbelievable. I really did not expect this going into the tournament. I thought I could have 18 to 20 pounds a day, but to have what I've had the past 2 days is just mind-blowing. I'm truly grateful, and it's just a blessing from God.
Can you keep it up?
I'm going to try. My areas kind of seemed like they were moving maybe a little bit shallower today, but I'll just adjust. I'm going to rig a few more poles up and maybe go shallow tomorrow.
Looking forward to seeing how it works out. A lot of fun to watch on Bass Live. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. An 11-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier and Elite Series champion from Brookville, Indiana, Dollar Bill Lowen. Dollar Bill had 14.10 yesterday. Needs 17.6 to get inside the cut here today. 15 pounds, 3 ounces with 29 pounds, 13 ounces. Dollar Bill moves into 62nd place currently. Unfortunately, not going to get an opportunity to fish here this weekend, but he'll head up to Lake Fork, gas up the Express Yamaha, and go to work next week. And unfortunately, a tough one to start here, but nobody remembers the start. They always remember the finish, and you got a lot of great events ahead of you.
Everybody remembers the start.
Well, no, not everyone.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, I can't complain. I went out there, and when the tournament starts, you got to go and do what you think you need to do, and that's what I did. Felt great to be back in my Express. You know, I went shallow and thought I could make it happen, and got a lot of bites. Just the size went away. You know, I didn't have a fish today till 12:30, so I'm really actually pleased to have 15 pounds. But just want to thank everybody for coming, and if you're here tomorrow, come see me at the Yamaha booth. We can talk about anything besides fishing.
All right, we look forward to seeing you there. A former Forest Wood Cup champion, a 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Alabama, Clint Davis. Had 11 pounds, 13 ounces to start the day. 4 fish to add to that here today. 8-7, going to finish with 20 pounds and 4 ounces. And tough one to start off the season, but Lake Fork next week will be a great redemption tournament.
Yeah, certainly. I'm just happy to be alive right now. You still got Shane behind you back there. He for first time ever, we let him cook dinner last night, and he gave me a little food poisoning. So,
tried to kill you.
Yeah, that's the last time he's ever cooking dinner for me again.
Well, okay. All right. Well, I'm glad you're alive.
Yeah, but
would have made this conversation so much more uncomfortable if you were not.
Just get him when he's still coming.
All right. We look forward to seeing you at the next one. From Corbin, Kentucky, a Bassmaster Classic qualifier. Let me hear it for Mike Huff. 10 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. £9, 10 ounces, going to finish with 20 pounds, 2 ounces. Unfortunately, not fishing this weekend, but we look forward to seeing you at Lake Fork.
Yeah, I'm ready for that one. Just got to put this one behind me and go catch them next week.
Go make it happen. We'll see you back here. An 8-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, 2-time Bassmaster winner from Fort Worth, Texas, the Zaldangerous one, Chris Zaldane. Had 19 pounds even yesterday. Needs 13 even to get inside the cut here today. More to stay there till the end of the weigh, and he's got 5 fish 17 pounds an ounce with 36 pounds an ounce. He moves into 28th place, and mathematically, you can't be eliminated. You know you're fishing on semifinal Saturday. So a decent start to the season, Chris.
Yeah, off to a good start, but, you know, when you come to Texas in the springtime, you expect to flip bushes, throw swim baits and spinner baits. I'm just trying to hang with the young guys doing this live scope thing. At one point today, the whole deal with live scoping and front forward-facing sonar is you're chasing down these blobs, right? And when they come up high in the water column, that's when you could pick them off. And I was chasing this one huge blob. You know, it'd go down and come up and go. I must have made 30 casts at this thing. This thing finally comes up to the surface, and it was a turtle. So I spent.
Did you catch it?
No, I didn't catch it. But yeah, I mean, 15, 20 minutes worth of trolling it down and making casts at it. We're still learning. Maybe we'll catch a 30 sack tomorrow.
Always great to have you here. Should have brought that turtle back. Somebody here would have cooked it for you. From North Carolina, let me hear it for the baby shark, Shane LeHue. Had 15 pounds, 11 ounces yesterday, according to Clint Davis. Tried to kill him last night, but still had time to come out here and catch 5 fish today, looking for 16, 14, 20 pounds, 12 ounces. Gives him 36 pounds and 7 ounces, and the baby shark is fishing with us on semifinals Saturday. Let's hear it for Shane LeHue. 36 pounds, 7 ounces. Let's get to the bottom of this. We had an angler claim that you tried to kill him last night, poison him, as a matter of fact. Is there any truth to that?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, you got to take out your competition one way or another, right? No, of course I didn't try to poison him. I cooked some salmon in the oven, and he claims that it gave him food poisoning. I don't know what that's about, because I ate the same salmon.
And you're fine.
Oh, yeah. I ate fish, and I caught fish.
There you go.
That's what I was trying to go for Clint, but apparently it didn't work. He just got food poisoning instead.
Hey, you got points are points, and you got a few of them this week. We'll see you tomorrow. From Greenwood, South Carolina, a 2-time Elite Series champion, the COBB, Brandon Cobb. Had 10 pounds, 6 ounces yesterday, 5 fish here today. Did you eat Shane's salmon yesterday yourself?
No, I ate chicken strips at the gas station. That's probably worse.
15 pounds, 9 ounces today. Gives him 25 pounds, 15 ounces. And unfortunately, outside of the cut this time around, and you qualify to go eat some more gas station chicken strips.
Yeah, I might eat Shane's cooking tonight. Apparently, it caught him 20 pounds. It only caught me 15. The chicken strips did. So we needed some good mojo going into fork. This one, I just didn't really. I couldn't decide if I wanted to fish deep or shallow. Turns out deep was probably better, but I kind of mixed it up too much and just never settled down on either one. So sometimes you miss it. Missed in this one. We'll do better at fork.
Look forward to seeing you there. You've done great there in the past. Next up, all the way from Japan, he is an Elite Series champion. Get loud for Takumi Ito. Takumi Ito had 15 pounds even yesterday. Needs 17 pounds, 10 ounces here today to get inside the cut as we wind down our way in. 5 fish, 19 pounds and an ounce in 39th place. And Takumi Ito is fishing with us on semifinal Saturday with 34 pounds and an ounce. Let's hear it for Takumi Ito. 34 pounds and an ounce, and you are fishing on semifinal Saturday.
Happy, very happy. Taku, so happy today. So pretty hard day. So because 12 p.m. So I only 2 fish, but the wind blowing, the fish coming up, and I got a bunch of fish. So pretty hard, but very fun day.
Very fun day, and it's always more fun on semifinal Saturday. We look forward to seeing you then. A 2-time Elite Series champion from Chattanooga, Tennessee, Buddy Gross. 13 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. Tough day today. 1 fish. 1 pound, 15 ounces. And next week's going to be so much better. Let's not even talk about today.
Hey, I just got humbled. It's just, it happens. I mean, I zigged when I should have zagged. I decided to go shallow and thought I could make it work. It just didn't work. And then when I went out wide, it was just too late. So, this is a great fishery. They're showing what it is. I just missed them this week.
Tough one, but there's been plenty where you're on the other side of it, and I look forward to seeing you the next event. The 2003 Classic Champion, 2006 Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Pittsgrove, New Jersey. Go Ike for Mike Iaconelli. 10 pounds, 14 ounces yesterday. 5 to add to that here today. $13 pounds, 11 ounces. Going to finish with 24.9 and get an opportunity to head to Lake Fork and get a little redemption. Team Toyota's Mike Iaconelli going to hold one high for you, ladies and gentlemen. So a tough one to start the season, Ike, but, man, you know how to rally from these tough ones.
Well, get the bad one out of the way early, and, you can't let the first tournament of the year dictate your season. I know that. I've been doing it a really long time. So head into Fork and have some redemption, and I'll be out here tomorrow doing some stuff. Look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. And I might get another tattoo since I'm getting all new tattoos,
Tomorrow, could you maybe get it right here? I mean, I'm sure we got a tattoo artist in the crowd, guaranteed.
That would be great. I need some suggestions on what I should get, though. And I don't want it to be like a unicorn or anything like that.
No. We'll go to his Facebook. What is your Facebook? And give suggestions on what Ike should get tattooed on his body forever tomorrow.
Yeah, go. I don't have Facebook anymore. Go to MySpace if you've still got them.
It's really taken off MySpace.
Yeah, and go to MySpace and use the AOL dial-up. Remember that?
Yeah.
Do that.
Okay, maybe that's what you should get tattooed on yourself. Our next angler, a 3-time Bassmaster winner from Maryland. Get loud for Brian Schmidt. 18 pounds and 4 ounces yesterday. He's got 4 fish here today. Needs 14.6 to get inside the cut. 13.15 just outside the cut in 53rd place. Tough second day for Bryant Schmidt here today. 32 pounds and 3 ounces. Unfortunately, you're not going to go fishing tomorrow, but will you come get a tattoo in the crowd like Iaconelli's going to do tomorrow?
I might do some bad things tonight. I don't know, man. 4 fish. I'm very upset. Didn't have another opportunity, Dave. I stayed true to the deal and caught that big one pretty early and then caught another nice one. And it just, I don't know. I'm eventually going to run into him, and I didn't. My equipment worked good. Brian Schmidt didn't.
Tough one, but I know you'll get him next week at Lake Fork. We'll see you there. A 2-time Elite Series champion, 13-time Classic qualifier from Salem, Virginia, the Cruise Missile, John Cruz. 13 pounds and 4 ounces yesterday. 4 fish here today.
Watch it. Am I going to make the cut?
He needs 19.5 to make the cut. 9 pounds even, just outside the cut.
No, that should be enough.
You're in the top 100.
Should be enough.
In the top 100.
That should be enough to make the cut. Is it not?
It doesn't look like it to me. Lisa, is it enough? No. Why is she laughing? Why that's not
funny. It's not that funny.
No, it's not funny.
Is she serious?
Yeah, it's not enough.
Would I get disqualified if I tried to go fish tomorrow?
I mean, you're out of the tournament regardless. So how can you get disqualified if you're already out?
I like the way you think, Dave. I like the way you think, buddy.
Iaconelli's getting a tattoo here tomorrow, he says. What do you think he should get tattooed on his body?
I would say a squirrel, probably. Yeah, a squirrel holding a fishing rod.
Where on his body?
I mean, I think the normal place for that would be the inside of the bicep, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would, and then, the line has to go out towards, the back of the wrist, and then have, a tiny bass like the ones I caught today on it.
Okay.
Yeah?
That'll be fun to watch, and you'll get you qualified to watch that happen.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go check the standings. I don't believe you, Dave.
Well, you don't have to believe me, but believe me. Next up, from Benton, Arkansas, an Elite Series champion and a 5-time Classic qualifier, Stetson Blaylock. 24 pounds even yesterday. Looking for 8 pounds, 10 ounces here today to get inside the cut. Not a problem. He's got 5 fish all alive. 19 pounds, 7 ounces. He moves into 8th place currently with 43 pounds and 7 ounces. Let's hear it for Stetson Blaylock. Never mind the top 50. He's inside the top 10 in 8th place currently, so having a great event.
Yeah, somehow, you know, it's different when you're out there just, you know, hunting for single fish, and it's fun. I enjoy doing that, but today it just got a little bit, you know, spread out. I mean, I had to look at some new water today late in the day and caught a few fish over there, so probably have to change up a few things. I know I'm going to need another 20-plus pound bag to get back in this thing, so maybe even 30. So I know I'm around the right ones. I'm seeing the guys that are in the top couple guys, so I know I'm around the right fish. Just got to make the right adjustments.
You're going to get a shot. We look forward to watching you tomorrow on Bass Live. A 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Lake Wiley, South Carolina, Todd Otten. Todd Otten had 16 pounds even yesterday. 5 fish here today. 11 pounds, 13 ounces gives him 27 pounds and 13 ounces. Unfortunately, outside of the cut this time around, but Lake Fork next week, and that's always a fun one.
Yeah, I know we get an extra day of rest for me, but I think Lake Fork may be more suited for my style there. Here was a little tougher for me, but you know, it's a great lake, and I enjoy fishing here a lot. I learned a lot this trip. Maybe we'll get to come back here sometime.
Sure, we'll be back. Always great to have you here. We look forward to seeing you at Lake Fork, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes our Day 2 weigh-in. Gamakatsu Bassmaster Elite on Toledo Bend. Have a look at our top 10. Got to apologize. Got a little weird at the end of the weigh-in, but they caught them here today. Pat Schlapper is your tournament leader. Right behind him, your Day 1 leader, Kyoya Fajita. Right behind him in 3rd place, Elite Series rookie Robert G. Followed by Patrick Walters, Jordan Lee, Chris Johnston, Luke Palmer, Stetson Blaylock, Logan Parks, and rounding out your top 10, Justin Hamner. We started with 103. Only 50 remain. Tomorrow is the quest to get inside the top 10 and fish on Championship Sunday. You can watch the action all day long on Bassmaster.com. And as we do on every Saturday, Sunday of Elite Series competition, you can see Bass Live on FS1 starting at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. You guys have been awesome. Can't wait to see the sea of humanity that will show up here tomorrow. Enjoy being. Have a great evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.